The year is 1970. A young boy in New Zealand sits in front of his TV, captivated by what he sees. This is 9-year-old Peter Jackson, who will go on to become one of the world's greatest directors. But right now, he's just a boy, staring at his TV with tears streaming down his face, watching the final act of Cooper and Schoenstack's 1933 King Kong. Peter Jackson would go on to say that the movie inspired and started his filmmaking career, saying,
"It really made me want to become a filmmaker. I was interested in shooting with a home movie camera before that, but it was King Kong that really inspired me to, that you know, you could use cinema or use the power of film to go to fantastical worlds, to places that you never could dream about seeing in your real life. It took you on an adventure in this wonderful world with dinosaurs in a hidden lost island and a huge gorilla. I mean, well, what great stuff."
Many years later, in 1996, Jackson was a full-fledged director, and Universal Pictures approached him and asked him if he wanted to direct the new King Kong movie. Peter Jackson initially said no, but then he had a change of heart. According to Ian Pryor's biography on Jackson, initially he turned the Kong offer down before realizing that to let someone else remake the film that had started him on the path to being a movie director was to allow someone else to do a worse job. So Jackson eventually said yes to doing the movie, but then production stopped. Why? Well, Wikipedia tells us that the project stalled in early 1997 because several other ape and giant monster related films were under production at the time as well, so Jackson planned to direct The Lord of the Rings instead. And so Kong sat on the shelf for the next half-decade, until 2003.
Hi, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Something we call iTunes.
In 2003, Universal and Jackson started back up on the project, but there was a problem. Jackson didn't like the script very much, so he hired himself, as well as his wife Fran Walsh, and the Lord of the Rings co-scriptwriter Philippa Burns. They rewrote the script to feature a broke filmmaker played by Jack Black. He is enterprising but overly ambitious and tricks the cast and crew into going to Skull Island where they capture Kong and then accidentally set him loose when they're bringing him back to New York City. Here's a little bit of the trailer. Enjoy.
Newsweek says King Kong is epic, a surprisingly tender, even heartbreaking film.
It was beauty killed the beast.